Question today is we were asked to predict the Saints' offensive depth chart for week 1 of the NFL season. Let's start at quarterback. You go first. I'll go first. Shuck.
Shuck
number 1.
Shuck. I've got Shuck, but I don't have him at like 80% or higher right now.
I think I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. Week 1's tricky. Like maybe it's a week 3 thing, but I have Shuck at 80% or higher odds to start 80% of the games this year, I think. And
the Derek Carr factor is I don't know what it is. I need to know. I need to know.
I can't imagine he's back in here.
I
I would be, and this is just my opinion, I would be flabbergasted if he's playing for the Saints this year. I would be flabbergasted by it. I would have trouble understanding why you would allow that to happen. You're trying to build a new culture. Yeah. You can't let that guy. You just got a rookie QB. This is the example you're going to give him. I can't imagine like Derek is going to be like, I don't think he's a bad guy and I don't think he'd be mean to him or anything, but man, like that guy with his handpicked replacement in the same room, I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't find it to be a good idea.
The words coming out of him and his brother's mouth is he wants to rehab this and play. And like
probably for another team. I bet his rehab goes really good once he's a Giant.
Yeah, fair.
No,
the other big part of this question is obviously, give me your offensive line, left to right.
Left to right?
Banks left tackle? I think so. You're hesitating.
I'm going to do something different.
All right.
This is my April 28th.
The chalk guess is Banks at left tackle. Fuaga moves to right tackle. McCoy, Ruiz. And I will go Dylan Radin's left guard. I think maybe they will turn Trevor Penning into a Landon Young and be like, learn to play all positions. But I don't think it's an automatically anointed as left guard starting there from the beginning of the season type of thing. He's probably the sixth jumbo offensive tackle who gets tons of reps all across the line in camp, and then maybe ends up starting a bunch of games when someone gets hurt. Maybe he turns into James Hurst or whatever. But week 1 starting, I'll go Dylan Radin's left guard.
I'll tell you what I think it's going to be, just based on Saints.
Sure.
I'll tell you what I think it should be in year 1, and then I'll tell you what I think it should be in year 2. I think left to right, Fuaga, Radins, McCoy, Ruiz, Banks.
That's what you think it'll be?
I think that's what it'll be.
Okay.
I think what it should be, and I'm going to be a slight hypocrite here, but I'm just talking about 1 year. This is not the long-term plan. It's just the plan for this year is what I would do just to get them all on the field because I'm trying to protect my quarterback who struggles with pressure at times. And I want to give him a strength. I would go Fuaga, Banks
left guard,
McCoy, Ruiz, and Penning right tackle.
And
then a year from now, I do that. And then a year from now, and I say, okay, Penning, go find something else. I put Fuaga back at right, Banks at left, and then filling around them after that.
I think that's way more realistic than your prediction. I don't see why you mess around putting Banks at right tackle. Like, I think
people thought my Shuck prediction was wild too.
But
sometimes predictions aren't predictions.
I think fair. But I think Banks at left guard makes a ton of sense too. Like if you don't want to move Fuaga, I mean the main thing is Fuaga has played right tackle his whole life. But if you don't want to move Fuaga, then I have no problem putting Banks at left guard. We talked about that before. Like, I think you can help a team at left guard. I don't know why you need to move Banks to right tackle where he's never played. Like, I think left tackle and left guard feel like the only.
If you feel like you've anchored a guy at that spot and you want to just keep building on it, and you already put a year into it and you believe it, and then this other guy that hasn't quite set anywhere yet, and you can put him in one spot and go. Yeah. I mean, look, I think that there's a lot of thoughts on what it's going to be. Like, I don't think they know yet. I think you kind of got to get out there.
Well,
and play
we're going to find out in 2 weeks what they do on the first practice of OTAs. What do you think it'll look like first practice OTAs? Banks at right tackle?
I don't know. Yeah, I think that's probably our first. Well, it depends what day we're out there.
Yeah.
Are we out there on day 1 or day 3?
Are they? Yeah. Yeah. I think when they install, don't you think they'll keep him somewhere? It'd be interesting.
It could be, let's take a look at all these guys, but nobody's really blocking or anything either. But yeah, it could be, let's try this alignment out today. We might see the same alignment every day, and that might just be the day that's the one of the 3 alignments. If we're out there day 2 every week, it might be A day, B day, C day, and we might just see all the B days. But I think they're going to try a bunch of different stuff out, but I think there is a prominent thought process that, like, Well, he had a good season there, so like let's just leave him alone, and maybe that's what it is.
I feel like I would just put Banks at left.
That's
who
what I
am I
would
to
do.
say? I would just
That's
put
what I
Banks
would
at
do.
left. If you don't
That's
want to
what I
move
would do.
Fuaga, I'd put Banks at left guard.
My long-term vision would be for this year. I would play Banks at guard. I would. I would just to get them all out there. You already have Penning. Like he's unless Radens is way better than Penning, whatever the 5 are. But if Penning's involved in the 5, I feel like he has a spot where he can play, and it's maybe fine. But my long-term vision, I drafted a right tackle and a left tackle. I'm going to play him a left tackle and right tackle. But like, I just think that there's a possibility that it plays out a different way. But I think they're going to try everything out. I think they should try everything out.
Yeah,
and
of course.
whatever it is, do it. But yeah.
Quick question: any receiver, Taysom Hill, is he in the starting lineup? And any receiver that's not currently on the team in the starting lineup?
Good question. It felt like Mickey's answer on Taysom was like really bleak.
I know,
wasn't it?
I mean, the last time we heard good information on it, Taysom didn't want to retire. But I mean, I think they are like completely like let's see what kind of shape you're in August before we make any decisions. Is kind of what it feels like right now, and feels like there's a question mark on the end of that.
I would agree with that.